Hi, Josh Schroeder with Compass Real Estate in Orange County here. So I came across an article from the Mercury News, which was written by a Maggie Angst on September 17th, which goes into a bit more detail than the video I put out a few weeks ago, again relating to new legislation on ADUs. But Maggie did a really good job on answering a few questions, specifically detailing Senate Bill 9 and Senate Bill 10, or SB 9, SB 10, which I'll now share. So last month, Governor Gavin Newsom signed a pair of bills into law that effectively put an end to traditional single-family zoning restrictions in most neighborhoods statewide. So Senate Bills 9 and 10, which take effect January 1st of 2022, will actually make it much easier for Californians to build more than one housing unit on many properties that for decades have been reserved exclusively for single-family homes, and will give cities greater flexibility to place small apartment complexes in neighborhoods near public transit. Now, although the laws represent two new approaches towards alleviating the state's housing crisis, experts say that neither is likely to really produce the number of units needed to fully resolve it. But here are some answers to some questions that you may have had about these new laws. What is Senate Bill 9? So, Senate Bill 9 is the most controversial of the two new laws. It basically allows property owners to split a single-family lot into two lots, add a second home to their lot, or split their lot into two and place duplexes on each. Now, the last option would create 4 housing units on a property currently limited to a single-family house. The new law will mark a shift from current policies that allow only 2 large units, a standalone house and an accessory dwelling unit on single-family lots, as well as an attached junior unit no larger than 500 square feet. But under the new law, cities and counties across California will be required to approve development proposals that meet specified size and design standards. What are the caveats? So, the law is designed to create additional housing while also preserving low-income, affordable units. A proposed project under this new law cannot result in a demolition or alteration of affordable or rent-controlled housing or market-rate housing that has been occupied by a tenant in the past 3 years. So properties listed as historic landmarks or those located within a historic district are off limits for new development. Wetlands, farmland, and properties at high risk of fire or flooding are also exempt. If someone chooses to split the property into two, each new lot must be at least 1,200 square feet according to the new law, which is very small. But any unit created as a result of the law cannot be used for short-term rentals. They must be rented for a term longer than 30 days. Who can do this? Well, homeowners or landlords can apply to upzone their properties through their local jurisdiction, but only if they plan to live on the property for a while. Property owners must sign an affidavit stating they will occupy one of the housing units as their primary residence for at least 3 years after splitting their property or adding the additional units. Do cities and counties have to abide by this new law? Actually, under SB 9, local governments officials may only deny a development application if they find that the proposed project would have a specific adverse impact on public health and safety or physical environment, and there are no feasible and satisfactory mitigation options. So the next one is, will local laws require, minimum square footage and that sort of thing? Proposals under this law must adhere to objective zoning and design review standards established by the local cities and counties. Developments must still follow local zoning rules, such as those governing height and yard size requirements. No parking is required for additional units if the property is within a half mile of a major public transit stop. However, a local agency can require up to 1 parking space per unit if there are no frequent transit stops nearby. The last question is, what is Senate Bill 10? Well, Senate Bill 10 eases the process for local governments to rezone neighborhoods near mass transit or in urban areas to increase density with apartment complexes of up to 10 units per property. The new legislation also allows to bypass lengthy review requirements under the California Environmental Quality Act in an attempt to help reduce costs and the time it takes for projects to be approved. Again, special thanks to Maggie Angst regarding all this information. And if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, feel free to please reach out to me, and the contact information will follow. Thanks again.